Hello, everyone. It's me again, Delightful by Design, and welcome to my channel. Thank you for tuning in, and as always, I appreciate your support. If you are a returning subscriber, please tell me where you're from so that I may give you a shout out. And if this is your first time, click the subscribe button and the like button, and then tell me what you think about this story by delightfully leaving your comment below. Delightful by Design is where you can get my delightful and unbiased opinion about the latest news, celebrity, and reality gossip, and other things of interest. That's why I would like for you to follow me on my social media spaces and send stories of your interest so that we may talk about it. And let's talk about this story, huh? Bravo's longest running housewife is retiring, at least for now. Kandi Burruss, who has starred on The Real Housewives of Atlanta for the past 14 seasons, revealed that she's leaving the Bravo franchise on the red carpet of the 66 Grammy Awards. She went on to explain some of the reasons behind her departure. Since RHOA Season 15 premiered in May 2023, Burruss said the network allowed us to sit a little too long. The Escape member has been on RHOA since the show's second season in 2009, making her the housewife with the longest tenure on Bravo to date. Let's hear what Kandi had to say.
Were any of your fellow Real Housewives really bummed that you announced that you're not coming back?
I didn't tell them yet. So sorry guys, I probably should have told you guys now. I did I did mention to Kenya. I was like, yeah, Kenya, I don't really know. And then she was like, oh, well, I'm sure they'll bring you back. And I was like, it's not about them bringing me back. It's not that, because, it's like people always like make it seem like it's their decision. It's really my decision. And for her, when I was talking to her, I was like, when you start, doing your little negotiations and, you go back and forth on little things. And normally I probably would have been like, oh yeah, I'm not, tripping about that. And I'm not really tripping about anything, but it's just the simple fact that I had too much time to think. And when you start having too much time to think, then you're like, I'm making the water money on all this and stuff over here without any stress and trauma.
Keep up? How do we keep up?
I'm not really keeping up right now. I'm not keeping up. I already said it, so I'll tell you. I decided I'm not coming back this year.
Why?
Well, it's been 14 seasons.
14?
Yeah, 14. And they allowed us to sit around for a little too long. Because it was making a decision. But during that time, I had started working on a lot of other things, and I got some nice big projects coming soon. So I'm super excited about those things. But it's not just that. It's just like, after you really have time to think. And a friend of mine was like, "Why do you keep doing it?" And I was like, "Well, I think because I've just been doing it so long. It just feels weird to think not to do it." So I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna take a break. I'm gonna take a moment.
Okay, you just said take a break.
Well, no, I'm not coming back this year.
Ever.
Well, I wouldn't say, I don't want to say never, because it's
Kandi
still...
announced last night on the Grammy red carpet that she's not going to be returning to the Real Housewives of Atlanta after an unbelievable run. Unbelievable.
How many seasons was Kandi on that show?
It was 14, babe.
Holy crap.
Yes. Incredible run. And you think about how much she not only went through on the show, but brought to the show. When she came on, she was with AJ.
Mm-hmm.
He, between filming her first season and shooting the reunion, was killed.
Wow.
She lost him. Mama Joyce was disapproving of AJ in her first season. This was season 2 of Atlanta. It was Kandi's first season. She also, in those early seasons, did the music and wrote Tardy for the Party, which has become canon. I mean, it's just iconic to the moment. She fell in love with Todd. He was working for Truly Original.
That's right. Yeah.
When they were on their trip in Africa. She brought us Mama Joyce. She brought us Bolo. She brought us the Dungeon, Bedroom Candy, Don Juan, the Old Lady Gang. I mean, it goes on and on. She was always very true to herself. She always, she wanted to be the best. She has been one of my favorite people to work with in my whole time. First as an exec at Bravo, and then as an EP of the Housewives, and just hosting Watch What Happens Live. I love how competitive she is.
Yeah.
I love how thoughtful and smart she is. She is so strategic. She would call me anytime she had a thought about either the way the show was being marketed or not marketed, or about the way that it was being scheduled, or she had a lot of really smart opinions and thoughts, and she always wanted to know more. What's your strategy here? What are you thinking? It was always.
What you heard was Kandi on the red carpet revealing that she was not returning to season 16 of The Real Housewives of Atlanta. Following that was a snippet of a tribute Andy Cohen gave to Kandi on his radio show. There is no official report that Kandi was fired or not, but Kandi will not let go of a dime. So we have to take her for her word at this point that she decided not to return to season 16. And as Andy noted, we witnessed 14 years of Kandi's life on Real Housewives of Atlanta. Whether it was exciting or lackluster, she has left her stamp. However, I believe that Kandi's departure from the show is a wise career move, given her aspirations of obtaining an EGOT, Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, and Tony. It's tough to focus on achieving such a lofty goal while dealing with combative personalities. Continuing on the show in a toxic environment may harm her reputation and brand. As we're learning, maintaining a positive image is crucial to success. These are some of the faces that were mentioned that would allegedly have a peach for season 16. Now tell me, will the show feel differently because Kandi is not there? Who would be your dream cast?
What can you tell us about Real Housewives of Atlanta season 16?
Not a lot.
Oh, come on!
I can say this. I know that they are closer to making a final decision on cast.
Interesting.
Yeah. And I think within the next 30 days, they will have finalized the new cast.
That's wild. Okay. So do you have an idea of when filming would start then?
I think the spring.
Spring. Got it.
I think soon. I think they're definitely I think they're 100% focused on creating a dynamic new cast with some oldies and some newbies. So we'll see. Season 16 might just be as sweet as you want it to be.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Okay, so you need to humor me for just a second.
Okay.
A producer calls you, Kenya, you've been on this show forever. You're a staple. We need your opinion.
Yes. That's a very clever way to put that shady ass question.
I've learned from watching you. They call you up, Kenya, we need your opinion. Are we bringing back Nene, Portia, both, or neither?
Well, I pretty much know the door is closed on Nene. I think Andy has said it out of his own mouth that, he's going to keep her name out of his mouth. So I think I have to say that's not a possibility. So you got to go with Portia.
Okay. Okay. How would you personally feel sharing a screen with Portia again?
I think we made great TV together. I think we're the best frenemies. Some of the best times on that show has been created with me and Portia. Some of the most iconic moments have been created with us being on screen together. So I feel like that magic could still exist if she comes back.
Yeah. Oh my God.
So y'all tell me what you think about this story. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye now.